Folks, we just found Google Chrome on this ArtiDiag 500 unit, so now we're going to sit around and watch Fresh Vintage Garage videos. Just kidding. Let's get started. We'll show you all the features on this thing right now. Hey everyone, it's Tom with Fresh Vintage Garage. Today we're checking out another awesome TOPDON scan tool, the ArtiDiag 500. We'd like to thank TOPDON for sending this over and sponsoring this video. So looking at the progression, not just the size of the boxes here, but looking at the TOPScan Pro and the TOPScan Lite, you need an actual smartphone to be the second half of the scan tool, and this is your Bluetooth VCI unit. These are both Bluetooth, and then to jump over the 500, we have the 800, which has a cable on it, and then we have the ArtiDiag 900 Lite. This actually has a Bluetooth VCI. So right in the middle here, we have the ArtiDiag 500 and 500S, and also there's a 600 and 600S, which we don't have here. You can check out the link for each one of these scan tools in the description of this video below. But this represents kind of like, this fills the gap between the two for customers, for DIY folks, and maybe a shop owner who wants a second scan tool, but you don't want to spend this kind of money, but you don't want to use your smartphone or tie up your smartphone in this type of situation here. Standalone scan tool, and it takes you a step up from this TOPScan and TOPScan Pro and TOPScan Lite, and gives you the ability to do diagnostics such as OBD2 code reading, live data graphing, auto vinning. It does 5 resets, oil, ABS, battery management system, and a few other ones. But what we're going to do is we're going to get this stuff out of the way, and then we'll unbox this and see what's inside. There we go. So we have this very nice case. I'm just going to put this back together real quick. There we go. I'll just set that right there. So inside here, a few different things going on. Our OBD2, here's a serial port on this side and our OBD2 cable port here. And I'm assuming this is our charging cable. Just take a look see if it's USB-C. There we go, USB-C, big props to them, not using micro USB. Then this is the actual scan tool itself. And I'm going to turn this on, and while it's turning on, I'll just look around it. So this is where our OBD2 cable goes. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, so here's our USB-C where our charging cable goes, and there's nothing else in here. Looks like a pretty solid unit, you know, survive a drop on the ground here. There we go. Oh, very happy. There we go. If I remember correctly, this was running Android 6 for the nerdy people that want to hear about the tech part. It has like a 1.3 gigahertz processor, 1 or 2 gigs of RAM. I think it's running Android 6 or 7. I believe TOPDON's website says Android 6 in case you want those specs. But you can kind of see it's running some version of Android here. But what we're going to do is go outside and we're going to scan a few cars and see what's going on with any specific vehicle that we scan. First though, we're going to double check the firmware. We're going to do some software updates just to make sure everything's on the up and up right out of the box here. We are inside my 2005 Honda CR-V here, and I have my check engine light on. But what I wanted to do is just scan and see what all we can find in the systems inside the CR-V here. A few quick things get out of the way. We have it plugged in to the OBD2 port. The VCI here is showing an actual like little green symbol. Here, let me pull this off of here, make the ownership official. There we go. And looking in here, I noticed, just, you know, talking about a few tech things, I've tried finding the Bluetooth, whatchamacallit here, the little Bluetooth symbol, and I can't find a way to turn it off. So definitely take some time and look in your settings, because I also found in the settings that you can turn auto VIN on and off here. So we're going to turn that on, and then let's get out of here. And what we want to do is go into the Diagnostics, and we'll just scroll down to Honda. There we go. And we'll choose automatic selection, And what this will do is try to read the VIN. It'll auto VIN. And on similar TOPDON units, we've actually gotten it to auto VIN. So we'll let this run for a minute and see if it comes back with the VIN. And here's our VIN. And let's confirm that. And we want to choose United States. Okay, so this basically just set it up for the year, make, and model and the VIN. Let's click OK. Okay, so few things we can do here. Let's go to hot functions. Let's see what's in here. And these are the actual resets, so to speak, if you want to think of steering angle sensor or ABS bleeding, electronic parking brake, and so on. It's funny because reading on TOPDON's website, it said it only had 5 of these, and it actually didn't mention steering angle sensor and electronic parking brake, and I think the throttle as well, but they are listed in here, so I guess that's a bonus for you. But backing out of here, there we go, let's go to Diagnosis. And so this is where you can choose each individual system. And if I wanted to push the auto scan button, I'm not going to, but it will go through all of this and just communicate with the car to see if there's a module in the car pertaining to LKAS camera, for example, or a multi-view camera system. It'll just go through and touch everything in the car. What I specifically want to look at is the PGM FI, so the fuel injection system, basically the main computer of the engine control system. So let me go ahead and scan this. Okay, so let's read some codes here. And so 2 codes coming up, the same thing, P0420, super common code for an O2 sensor. And one says pending, one says temporary. So if I wanted to clear these codes, I could push the button there. And if I wanted to actually like build a report, say if I was a shop and I wanted to show a customer, I could, utilize the reporting function there. Let's back out and let's go into our data stream. And so here's where we'll have the different things that we can check out. I'm just going to grab a few of these at random. Target, some of these, honestly, I'm not even sure what they are. I'm guessing that's tachometer relay. There we go. And then let's see if I can find, let's see here, battery voltage. Let's do that one. And okay, so it doesn't look like I have to push like a button of any kind. So let me start the car here. There we go. So we see we have 14.3 volts. And if you want to graph that, you can just come over. Let's see if I bump it up, I hit the gas. And my alternator's looking solid. And let me go back here. Air fuel ratio, let's try that one. Let's graph that one. Yeah, there we go. So you can see it as actively getting data live out of the system here. Definitely helpful when you're trying to chase down some kind of issue or maybe a specific sensor going wonky. Let me go to the map sensor here. Just do one more real quick. Yep, and you can see it graphing there. And I wonder if we can't pinch to zoom. Okay, but it looks like, let's see, I see a plus symbol here. Aha, okay, so let's see, let's do, there we go. Oh no, that's pretty cool. So you're actually getting, and just for fun, let's throw another one on here. We've not actually seen this before. Let's just grab tachometer relay. There we go. Okay, so we have multiple lines of data. So definitely a nice feature if you're looking to get some in-depth diagnostics, if you're trying to chase down some kind of nuanced electrical issue or sensor issue. So really cool feature there. Let me turn the car off here and forgive the beeping. So let's get out of here, and when you start looking at this list, I won't go through this whole list, but automatic transmission, ABS traction control system, SRS airbag system, and the list goes on, parking brake and whatnot. So you can see where you can get into, depending on how your vehicle is equipped, you can get into a ton of different stuff and really dig into the nitty gritty of your car. Let's go ahead and back out of here, and let's go to system selection. I won't click on it, but it's basically the manualized version of everything we just did. You have to go in and manually put in the year, make, and model, and then choose each individual system versus the automatic selection, which did most of it automatically. And it's saying make sure you disconnect this from your OBD2 port. Let me back out here. And I've been using the touchscreen, but these buttons are very clicky and very easy to use. If I push that, I'll knock this off of my, what do you call it right here that I have it sitting on, so I'm not going to do that. Let's go to OBD2, and this is kind of more the same, because if I click auto scan, this will actually go through the different protocols, and we're looking for ISO 9141-2, and it should be that one. There we go, right there. But we're basically doing, this is almost the express option of going directly to code reading, whereas the other section was touching every computer and module in the car. So let's see here. Component test, vehicle information. Pretty sure this will throw the year, make, and model on the screen. Yep, VIN number, calibration ID, and so on. And let's do data trouble codes, DTC. Okay, so boom, it just went directly to the codes. So if you're looking to do just some quick O2 sensor monitoring, live data graphing like we just did, you just come right into this section here. Sorry, this section right here, OBD2, that's basically your express right to code reading. A few other things into here to wrap things up. Maintenance. Again, reading TOPDON's site, it kind of makes me chuckle. I believe the steering angle sensor and the parking brake, they were not listed under this unit, under the 500 unit. So kind of some bonuses in the software here. So big shout out to them for including that. And backing out here, battery voltage. We kind of just tested the battery voltage, but this will give you the ability to check your voltage live. So a nice quick express option there. So looking at a few other things here, we have the library, which gives you a data trouble code DTC repair guide. So you can go in and check and actually look at each individual OBD2 code that might come up in a car and see what it means and what it possibly could be for like a part or a sensor or something that needs replaced. In the folder here, there's a bunch of different stuff. You can actually build reporting, screenshots. You can take a screen recording, like if you wanted to screen record and show a customer that live data graphing that we were showing earlier, you could do that here. And we just found Google Chrome, so obviously we have to go to, let's see here, YouTube. And we found YouTube, so of course we want to go to Fresh Vintage Garage. And make sure you check out Fresh Vintage Garage and Fresh Vintage for all of your car needs, whether you're repairing cars or you are checking out big horsepower. That's where you want to be. Here's Fresh Vintage Garage, and you can check out more awesome scan tools right on your scan tool here. So since we found Google Chrome, we wanted to go to Fresh Vintage Garage on YouTube, and we can watch more scan tool videos on our scan tool while we're scanning our car. So I said scan way too many times. So wrapping up here, nice little unit. Basic features here. Live data graphing had some more advanced capabilities than I would have assumed. Finding Google Chrome was a bonus, because now you can sit around and watch YouTube and Netflix, which you probably shouldn't on your scan tool, but I always that's like my personal goal. Let's see if I can find Chrome on a scan tool, because you'd be surprised at how many of them actually have it on there nowadays. But decent unit, nice and chunky, solid unit. If you're a DIYer and you're looking to take a step up from like the Top Scan Pro or the Lite because you want a standalone unit, definitely look at the 500 or the 600, both the 500, 600, and the S versions of these as well. You can check out the link for each one of those in the main description of this video. If you like scan tools, if you like shop equipment, if you like keeping your car certified fresh and DIY car repair, Fresh Vintage Garage is your channel. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.